Hey guys, it's AlluringSimmer here, and today we are going to be talking about the latest update with The Sims 4. The first thing that we're going to be going over is the patch notes. I wanted to see what we're getting with this new update. I was streaming earlier and I saw the roadmap, but I'm going to go over it again with you guys here. So now we can go through it together and see what it's all about. And there's also a new event coming with The Sims 4 that I'm super excited for. So we're going to be checking that out as well. For this update, it was mainly a performance update and bug fixes. It doesn't really seem like we got anything too new content-wise, but we love a good bug fix patch. So the first note they said is the PlayStation and Xbox versions of today's update ran into an issue during final testing and will be delayed. So for those who are on console, you will be getting this update, but at a later date. It says, Simmer, today's update is primarily aimed at preparing the game for the upcoming Nature's Calling quest. So we'll be looking at that event, which starts on June 24th. We're going to be looking at what we're going to be getting with that event in just a moment. It also says they address some issues with some of the latest kits, the Sleek Bathroom and Sweet Allure Creator kits. They also fixed a routing error that impacted fishing spots in Sulani that was called out in their most recent laundry list. I will have a link to the laundry list as well as all of the articles that we're going to be going over today. So in case you've missed it, you are able to read it all in detail, but let's just get into it. So the first thing they said is there's two new notes. They've created a toggleable on-screen guide for new players to access through the Emily guidance to quickly reference game controls. So that makes it a little bit easier if you're new to the game, or even if you aren't new to the game and you have trouble remembering some of the keybinds. That will be super helpful. And they also improved goals UI elements to streamline player experience through various situation, events, holidays, and discovery quests. So I assume that's the little events that pop up. I assume it's going to make it either look nicer or just make it easier. Maybe it's not going to be popping up every second, every time you move into a new lot. That would be amazing. And now we're going to get into the bug fixes. So the first one is we got some performance updates. They've improved the lot loading times by up to 10%, so that's amazing. They increased frame rates, and they also increased it for a laptop mode, which is nice. They enhanced performance on consoles and PC with smoother graphics, streamlined game elements, optimized game processing for faster loading times. So overall, it just seems like we're getting a better experience in terms of loading times, making it faster, and also just improving the gameplay, which is nice. We got a base game fix, which fixes an issue that allowed Sims with the kleptomaniac trait to steal high value items when their mischief skill was lower than required. They also mentioned earlier they addressed the routing errors when using fishing spots in Sulani. In Business and Hobbies, there was a song from that pack that used an older version, and they updated it to use the correct final version. In Sleek Bathroom, the Throne of Stone's toilet's backplate is now properly hidden when placed against a wall. Okay, I didn't know that it was supposed to be hidden. I thought it was supposed to kind of show a little bit, but that makes a lot more sense. The Olive You Forever plant now shows correctly when rotated. And the Wave Goodbye privacy screen now shows swatches on all glasses. And then the rock solid faux walls can now be placed side by side. Okay, I thought that they already could, but I guess maybe now it's easier to do that. So we love that. And then for the Sweet Allure, it was mainly some visual glitches. So the color of the tights are now consistent regardless of the skin tone of the sim wearing them. There is a visual glitch on the back of the sim's legs when wearing one of the skirts. The fingernails no longer clip into a sim's finger when wearing the layered sweater. And they fixed an armpit indent / clipping issue seen on masculine frames in the blazer. So that is pretty much it for the bug fix and update. So that's super exciting, but these are some of the issues that they're currently working on. As I said before, I will have a link to this article in the description so you guys can read it all for yourself. Two of the major bugs that people have been having is issues impacting their save files, like corrupting save files, and also weather effects occurring indoors. That's for those who have this season's expansion pack. So those are issues that they're currently still looking into. The first one, it says they've discovered about 8 plus of the issues in regards to issues affecting save files. And then for the weather effects, they're still investigating that issue. But it's good to know that they are working on it. Now we're going to go into the roadmap, and then I will show you guys the latest event. So it says turn up the heat and sim your summer. So here's a little roadmap. I believe it's posted on like social media as well if you guys want to see it. On May 30th, that is this, when I'm recording this, it is currently Tuesday evening. So on Friday, we're going to be getting a live stream. I've heard some people hinting that they think it might be connected to Megan Thee Stallion because of the double E. I personally thought it was just a spelling error, but we will find out. We'll find out what's going on with that. On June 5th, we're going to get a June to August roadmap. On June 10th, The Sims Free Play will get an update called Make a Splash. And then sometime in June, we'll be getting a summer drop for The Sims shop. So that's super exciting. On July 22nd, The Sims Free Play will be getting another update called Get Out of Town. And then in July, they'll also be dropping The Sims board game. I am so excited to see the roadmap. At first I was like, there's a lot of Sims free play stuff, but I think this is like just the general Sims update. And then later on, when we get the Sims 4 roadmap on June 5th, then we'll see what's coming next with the Sims 4 specifically. I think I just want to read what it says here. It says, it's getting real hot in The Sims. This summer, turn your simple what ifs into, well, that escalated. Build it, push it, break it, woohoo in it. Wait, I feel like that's a reference to something. I won't say what, but I feel like that's probably just in connection to the fact that they're coming out with a board game, so that's super fun. It also says, whether you're soaking up the sun, touching grass, or throwing parties that rock till the break of dawn, there are no rules, only possibilities. Why just dream it when you can sim it, and see? And I would personally love to hear what you guys are predicting is coming with this new update. Sorry, not the update, but with the new roadmap. What is something that you're looking forward to? And what is something that you think that we'll be getting? I would love to hear everyone's thought. And now we're going to move into talking about what's going to be coming with the Nature's Calling event. Over here, it says, follow the whispers on the wind and unlock new woodworking and nature-themed rewards, including the new reclaimed woodworking table just for logging in. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see the image a bit better. But we have this new woodworking table that you get just by logging in. And then week 1, we're going to get this pair of like very multicolored sunglasses. And then also this nice detailed kind of brick wall. On week 2, we're going to get this nice wooden chair. I say nice loosely. It's kind of more rustic. We're also getting these, like, I don't know, magical fairy mermaid type looking clothing. And then it seems like a new meal as well. In week 3, this looks like new music, a nice little dining table, probably to go with the dining chair that we're getting, and a new tattoo that's like a little log stump sort of visual. On week 4, we're going to get an outhouse, some new stones. We love new rocks, some sandals, and then Nature Magazine collectibles. So I assume that's something that we can actively collect from now on. Maybe the stones that we're getting are new stones that can be, I have no idea. I don't know. I'm trying to predict it. I'm like, I have no idea. But anyway, this event starts on June 24th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it ends on August 5th, 2025. You'll need to venture into the great outdoors and hone your handiness skill to discover a long hidden secret of nature. One fateful day, you hear a faint voice as you step outside. The voice is fleeting and is soon gone, as it is carried away by the wind itself. Still, you long to hear it again, and so you journey forth to discover the source of the whispers. So I'm assuming by the end of this event, we'll be finding something out, finding out what's at the end of this journey. Your adventure will be rewarded throughout the event with new free items such as the wooden throne outhouse. This new off-the-grid toilet can be the perfect place for Sims to handle their business out of doors, or even a spot for a little restroom rendezvous. So I'm assuming it's going to be a woohoo spot as well as a restroom. At the bottom here, it kind of explains how the event works. So if you've never participated in any of the previous events, basically the idea is for the first event, the one where it says login, I think all you have to do is log into your account and open the game, and then you'll get that one. And then for the rest of them, it says enter lib mode, where you'll see the first pair of quests, which start with a pop-up. In live mode, you access the event screen by clicking the event icon. You'll earn event points by completing the quests and goals, and then you'll be able to claim reward. You must be in live mode to claim consumable reward. They'll be available in build mode, create a sim, your sim's personal inventory, or your household inventory. You can also filter to the event rewards to see all event rewards you've unlocked, and then each week 2 new quests will be available. It also mentions here that throughout the event you'll have opportunities to earn extra points through optional goals. These optional goals require you to own certain expansion packs. None of these goals are required to complete the quests, and all rewards will be earnable by AlluringSimmer. Completing these goals will simply award bonus event points, allowing you to unlock rewards slightly faster and claim additional consumable rewards. So I assume what this is saying is basically if you have certain expansion pack, you'll be able to do optional quests to just get through the past a little bit faster. But if you don't have those packs, you'll still have the opportunity to do the quests and unlock everything, but just like at the regular rate when the new main quests come out. These optional goals will be clearly denoted in the quest panel. Simmers who own the featured expansion packs will not be required to complete optional goals in order to complete quests. However, if all of the required goals for a quest are completed prior to the completion of an optional goal, the quest will be completed and the optional goal will be lost along with its associated event points. We recommend that simmers prioritize the optional goals before moving on to the required goals for a quest. So some expansion packs that will be featured in the optional goals include Cats and Dogs, Snowy Escape, Horse Ranch, and Love Struck. And then here it mentions like what we'll be getting each week. I should have figured this out, but the collectibles are things that you earn each week with each quest, just like how normally we get something for build mode, something for lib mode. Those are just the build mode collectibles that we'll earn, just like how we got the milk boxes with like the burglar one. And then there's a little FAQ at the bottom that you guys can read if you want to find out more information or if there's anything that's confusing. But that's pretty much it for the latest update for The Sims 4. I hope that this video helped you guys out. And again, I'll have a link to everything in the description so you can check it all out for yourself. But I will see you guys all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye everyone.